Today Baba says that just like you're always aware that you have a body, you also be aware that you have Baba. And when you are aware that you have Baba, then you are also in the awareness of all the gifts that Baba has given you. Now, do you understand that Baba's knowledge, Baba's powers, so the 8 powers that Baba has given us, the treasure of virtues that Baba has given us, whether it be purity or peace or love or, bliss, the treasure of virtues and the treasure of powers, along with the treasure of knowledge that Baba has given us, is enough to deal with whatever comes your way. Do you understand that? Yes? How many of you get this? That if you are really an embodiment of what Baba has given you, then everything that comes your way will look very small to you. Are you in awareness of that? Yes. Then the main issue is not the issue at hand. The main issue is that we are not in the awareness of whatever treasures Baba has given us, or we are not an embodiment of the treasures that Baba has given us. There is a very simple equation. The situation is, the power of the situation is inversely proportional to your spiritual power. So if you are weak spiritually, then the situation is very powerful. And if you are strong spiritually, powerful spiritually, then the situation almost doesn't exist. Yes, so this is the whole thing, this whole life is about that. And what stops us from being an embodiment of Baba's knowledge and virtues and powers? That we have to think about. Yes, and I think it is what Baba tells us every day, the vices. Yes, and so Baba says, donate the vices. Donate your attachment to people, places, and things. Make this donation. Today also Baba says that the eclipse will be removed when you make this donation. So this is about the slogan today, be combined with the Father just like you are always combined with the body. Now the important thing that Baba talks about in the Murli today is the knowledge of the drama as well as staying in the remembrance of Baba. So in the Murli, Baba says that it requires effort to remember the Father, and the cycle also has to be understood. Now, this is a very interesting thing, because one thing is what we need to do, that is to remember Baba. And the second thing that Baba says is always stay in awareness of the knowledge of the cycle. Now, when you undertook the course, I told you that I shared with you the knowledge that Baba has given about the cycle. And what is the knowledge of the cycle? That this is the end of Kali Yuga. We are in the confluence age, and we are going to the golden age. Yes. Now, let me rephrase what Baba is saying in a language which will be very easy to understand. So, sometimes people say that you can achieve everything if you make effort. Yes, you can achieve everything if you make effort. But Baba says effort has a lot of importance, and so does destiny have. Destiny also has an importance. And what is the destiny? The destiny is that now Kali Yuga has to finish and Satyug has to come. Okay? So, when you make an effort, you must remember that the effort you are making has this limitation that it cannot go over the fact that Kali Yuga has to finish and Satyug has to come. So if you are making effort to keep Kali Yuga intact, that effort is not going to yield result. But if you are making an effort to create Satyug, that's possible. Because that's according to the drama plan. Yes? And if your effort is aimed at creating Satyug and going to Satyug, then however much effort you make will yield result. Because that is according to the drama plan. Yes? So it's not like, now let's take some of the truths that Baba has told us. Every soul has to leave the body. Correct? Now, if you make an effort to never leave the body, is that possible? Do you know that people do that also? There are practices, there are in Sannyas Dharam, there are many people who actually make an effort with that aim that they never leave the body. Amaratva. Yes, they want to be immortal. So Baba says it is very important to understand what immortality is. Immortality doesn't mean you never leave the body. It means that you leave the body in such a stage that you get a stage in the next birth that you like. Yes, you be in circumstances, you be in settings that are of your choice. That is immortality. Immortality doesn't mean that you never leave the body. So, this is what Baba is trying to tell us today, that when you keep the knowledge in your awareness and then you make effort, then your effort is the right effort. So, if you make the effort without taking cognizance of the structure or the boundary of the effort, about which Baba is educating us, then that effort won't yield result. Let's take another example. You have a child. You want that child to be the best. That's possible. But if you want the child to be the best according to what you think is the best, it's not possible. Yes, you have to see what the child has brought with himself and what are his qualities and his virtues, and then you have to work on that and and enable him, facilitate him to come to the best version of himself. So if you think that the child should be like you, that's not possible. Because you and the child are two different souls. But if you want him to do well, he will. But if you don't take cognizance that he can't be like you, he will be like himself. And given the right environment, he will become the best of what he can become, not what you want him to become. But if you just, mess with this one thing and you try to push him into becoming what you want him to become, then everything will be damaged. So this is why Baba says that always keep the cycle in your awareness, keep the knowledge in your awareness while you're making effort. If you don't take the knowledge into consideration and make effort, then that effort can't yield results. So there are two things. There is the drama and then there is karma. There is purusharth or there is effort. Yes, and sometimes, people have this question whether destiny is more important or karma is more important. So bhagya or karam, but Baba says that both go hand in hand. It's not either or. So you have to know the drama and then you have to make your effort or do your karma also. And when you do a karma, what is very important while doing karma is having an aim. Yes? If you do anything without an aim, then it doesn't give you any good result. Let's take the example of someone who goes shopping into a shopping mall and then he doesn't intend to buy anything. Yes, he doesn't have any particular aim. Then you know what happens? He ends up buying all rubbish and comes back home. You go without a name, then people will attract you. If you talk to those people who are doing their sales thing in a shopping mall, I have talked to one of them and I asked him, how do you figure out who will buy your product? There are these ones who just keep walking with something in hand in the mall and then they want you to buy it. So I asked him, how do you figure out who will buy your product? So that brother told me that, those who are walking aimlessly, those who are not running to a store, they buy my product. So when you don't have a name, then you end up buying everything on the way. So this is what happens, and this happens in life also. Because when you don't have an aim, then you buy everything on the way. So you buy into the attractions that Maya is throwing at you. You buy into the fears that Maya is throwing at you. Yes, you buy into all the all the things that Maya tries to do to make you upset because you don't have an aim. So Baba says, you must always remember that there is a drama, there is what is meant to be shall be, and what is meant to be is Kali Yuga has to go and everything has to crumble, and there is this disintegrating force all around because this is the time for Kali Yuga to go away and the golden age to come. But along with this knowledge, you should also have an aim. And what is the aim? that I have to become karmatit before there is vinash or destruction. Okay, and what is karmatit stage? So today Baba defines it as unshakable and immovable stage. So I have to be in a mental state where nothing is able to shake me up or move me from my position of peace and happiness. So if you move through the day with this aim, that at the end of the day, I need to check myself on these two things. Was I unshakable and immovable throughout the day? Do you do some checking? Do you have a measure of how you measure whether you had a successful day or not? So you should always, so just like, you cook a dish and then you taste it. Whether it tastes good or not defines whether your cooking was successful or not. Yes, you earn and you then evaluate how much you earn during the day, and that defines the success of your business. But what defines the success of your life? That is defined by how many challenges came your way and how much you were able to keep yourself unshakable and immovable. And Baba says, when you go through the day, keep checking yourself on that. Whenever there is a situation, where should be your attention? Your attention should be on whether you stayed unshakable and immovable or not in that situation. Yes, let's say you have a refrigerator which stops working. Yes, suddenly you have so much of leftover food and everything, and then it stops working. Can you stay unshakable and immovable? And it's a new refrigerator. And it stopped working now. So you have to do everything. You have to keep those things in a separate place, store them differently. But while doing all that, where should be your aim? Your aim shouldn't be you are sending for repair, you are sending for everything. But then within all of that, just check whether you stayed immovable or unshakable or not. Because the refrigerator will be corrected, but even if it's in very good condition, it will get destroyed during Vinash. But you will not get destroyed, you will go. Yes, you are an immortal soul and you will go to your next birth. And this stage that you create, you'll carry with you. So don't get upset because of things that are anyways going to perish. So nothing during the day. And once there was this sister, and she told me that my family members keep telling me stuff which upsets me. And then I asked her, can you make a list of all the compliments you've received in the past 1 year? So everything that people have appreciated you for, and every single day, whatever you have been appreciated for, can you make a list of all of that? So she said, no, I can't. I said, are there any compliments you received? She said, yes. I said, you see, even if they complimented you today, you wouldn't remember it tomorrow. So if instead of saying what they are saying, they said something otherwise also, you wouldn't have remembered it anyway. So when it is so perishable, I'm not talking about the abuse, I'm talking about even if they had done it differently, what good would it have done if you don't remember it? So why are you running after things that you won't even remember? Yes, so you say that appreciation is important and this is important, but you don't even remember it. So at least they are giving you something which you are remembering. And they are anyways giving you something that you value more than the other thing, because otherwise you would have remembered the appreciations more. So which do you value more? Do you value the comments more or the compliments more? If you remember the compliments, you will get compliments because that's what you value. If you remember the comments, you will get comments because that's what you value. You're getting what you value, don't you? Yes, so let's see what we value, what we hold within ourselves. Because what you value and hold within yourself is what you will start attracting and inviting and getting. So Baba says, always remember that you have to make effort, you have to have an aim. If you don't have an aim, then you cannot create the, the qualifications. You cannot have the qualifications to get to that aim. So have the aim to remain unshakable and immovable. At the end of the day, you evaluate yourself on this. And Baba says, if you have this aim, then you will reach your karmatit stage. And this is the effort you have to make. Rest, everything is happening according to drama. But even when you know that Kali Yuga is ending and Satyuga is coming, this is one effort that you have to make. And there are some souls who always ask this question, what if we don't make any effort? Yes, but the thing is, you are living in Karam Kshetra, the land of effort. So you cannot not do karma. Yes, if you don't have a good aim and you're not doing everything consciously, then you're anyways doing it unconsciously and creating some bad karma. So it's just about whether you do things consciously or not, but you cannot not do anything. This is Karam Kshetra and karma is a continuous thing. Now, how do you stay immovable and unshakable is the question. Because there are so many challenges that come your way. And what I have understood in this journey is they are desires and fears. One is that. And the second thing is attachments to people and attachments to facilities. These two things upset you. One thing is you are so attached to people, and when people are not your way, you get upset, and then you attach to facilities. If I wear a white dress and I'm attached to it, then there's a little spot on that white dress and it keeps attracting my attention. So that's attachment to facilities, to what you wear, what you eat, where you live. and all of that stuff, because these days life has become very comfortable and we are very attached to facilities also. So there's people and there's facilities, and then there is desire and fear. These are two things which attract our attention very much. So how do we create an unshakable and immovable stage in the face of all of this? Now Baba has given us the key that you should be Nishchay Buddhi. You should be Nishchay Buddhi. And Baba has told us that Nishchay Buddhi ke आधार से अडोल अवस्था, अचल अवस्था. So when you have faith in your buddhi, then with the power of that faith, you can stay immovable and unshakable. Now, what is the power of faith? Baba has given us 4 things on which we should have faith. First thing is faith in the self. Second is faith in Baba. Third is faith in drama. And fourth is faith in the family. Okay. So let's start with faith in the family. So yesterday there was this sister who visited me and she was asking, what if you don't know somebody too well to know their goodness? You know, Baba says that you should always keep everyone's virtues in your heart. Gun dekho. He says, just look at the goodness in them. Then she told me, what if I don't know them too well to know their virtues? And I have only seen some weakness in them. So I have only had little interaction and seen weakness in them. So then I told her that by default, we have received the knowledge that every soul is pure, peaceful, loveful, blissful, powerful. So that is faith in the family. So whether you live in a household setting, you live in a center, you live in the spiritual family, anywhere you live, you have people around you and you must have faith in their inherent goodness. Yes, having faith in their inherent goodness. And this keeps you unshakable and immovable. If you trust and believe that every soul has inherent goodness, then their behavior is not able to disturb you too much, because you don't get hopeless seeing their behavior. You know that this is temporary, and anything temporary doesn't upset you too much. This is faith in the family. Faith in drama. Yes, faith in drama. So faith in drama means that you know that this is for the good. Something looks very bad. Something looks awful. Some scene in the drama looks really awful, like somebody leaving the body. But you should know that it's for the good. It's for the good. And let me tell you one example. I once shared it previously also. There was this sister and she was really crying a lot. Her mother had died and her mother had taken care of her in very dire circumstances. She had gone through a lot of issues with her husband, and job and business and everything, and medical problems. And then her mother was the one who had supported her. And then her mother died of COVID. And then she was wailing and crying. And then she told me, then I said, you see, your mother needed some rest now. She raised you, and then you got into trouble. Then she raised your children. Now even the children are grown up, but she's still raising you people. She needed some time to breathe on her own. And it's good that she's gone, otherwise you wouldn't give her any leave. Now, even now you're complaining, right? That she left you. So so you just feel that she took a leave which you would never have given her. And it's a good thing that she'll go somewhere where she'll take some rest. And then she said, Didi, now that you say it, I really feel that yes, that's true, and it's a good thing that she's now free. So if you look at it that way, then everything that's happening is for the good. Even if you're not able to see it right now, maybe you'll see it 20 years later, 30 years later, but everything that's happening is happening for the good. Yes. Don't you thank all the circumstances that made you you? Yes, you are you because of whatever made you you, even if you didn't appreciate it at that time. So Baba says that the drama is kalyankari. Have faith in the drama. Whenever anything happens, don't ask why this happened. Ask, what is it that it's trying to teach me? And that's faith in the drama. If you can just change this question that you ask in the face of any scene in the drama, instead of asking why, if you ask, what is it that is trying to teach me, then you have faith in the drama. Yes. And what is faith in Baba? Faith in Baba is that Baba is omniscient, Baba is omnipotent, and Baba has got my back. So He's always giving me everything that I need. I never have less than I need. If you look at every day's Murli, Baba is preparing you in the morning for things that will come to you in the day. Baba is always giving you whatever you need through the day. The entire stock of knowledge, powers, virtues, everything. And you are always covered. But the thing is, Baba is not an attached parent who creates a dependent child. And He is creating a powerful child. So He wants you to use those treasures and create a powerful child of yourself. You know what? These days about parenting, I have observed that giving birth to a child is the simplest thing. Yes, giving birth is easy. Yes. Taking care is also easy. Giving them food, sending them to school, but ensuring that they become strong and powerful is the difficult task. Yes, taking care of what they are becoming is very difficult. And that's the important task. So, parenting is not about giving birth and giving physical sustenance. Those things are very easy. But giving them palna, and what is palna? We call this palna in Hindi. Palna means a process which ensures that you grow up to become a spiritually evolved and powerful person. That's important. And that is what true parenting is about. True parenting is not about the parent facing the challenges for the children. True parenting is about the parent equipping the child with what it takes to face the challenges themselves. And Baba is a true parent. So when you have faith in Baba, you know that Baba is giving you everything that you need to face what it requires to face that situation. So this is the third Nishay, faith. And then the first one or the fourth one, whatever you say, it's actually the first one, faith in the self. What is faith in the self? Knowing that you are a deity soul. That deep knowing that, when you lift a table, you should know that you can lift it because you are Mahavir. When you cook a dish, you should know that you can cook it because you are the one with the best culinary skills. When you do a management thing, you should know that you are best at management because you're a deity soul, 16 celestial degrees full. When you speak, you should know you're the best speaker because you are that one with all the qualifications of a deity, and a deity is perfect. So when you have faith in yourself, you never have self-doubt. And there are many things we don't know how to do because we never try, because we are suffering from self-doubt. How many of you realize the box of self-doubt you are living in is very big? Do you doubt yourself? It's a very big box, And we are living in this box and we never even attempt to step out. You are a soul and you are a deity soul. And who is a deity soul? Sarva gun sampanna sola kala sampurn. So you're perfect in essence and you're perfect in action. So your perfection has no limits. And if you just believe in yourself, if you have faith in yourself, then you can develop the skills to do whatever is possible to be done on this earth. So Baba says, just have faith in yourself, faith in Baba, faith in Rama, and faith in the family. And you will be able to stay immovable and unshakable in the face of circumstances. And if you keep doing this continuously, then you will become karmatit. And this is the aim you should have during the day, while everything is playing out according to drama. So drama is doing his job, you do yours. You just aim to remain unshakable and immovable by following these 4 things. Okay, Om Shanti.